Hola, buenas noches. Good evening. My name is Mr. Bordy. I am your son or daughter's Spanish teacher this year, teaching levels one and two. So I'd like to just give you a brief background of how a person can be successful in my class, regardless if it's level one or two. There's some basic things that if they're doing them, if they do those things, they're going to have more success. First off, hopefully they always have good attendance. I think math and language are two of the hardest subjects to have a lot of gaps of missed days and being able to do well at it. So, if hopefully a 95 plus percent attendance during the year is really helpful, that you don't have a lot of gaps in the material that you're trying to learn. Language is a daily process. Nobody learned their first language, especially if it was English, because your parents spoke to you one day and then took a couple days off and then spoke to you another, and then, yeah, you get the idea. So it's that daily reinforcement of words being presented over and over again that they finally sink in, and the student hopefully takes ownership of them, that they get them and they get them always. They'll stick with it. So good attendance. Bringing the materials. Our class has a textbook. Level one has one textbook as well as level two. Textbook is a resource guide. It's what we hopefully fall back on to look for things that may be in the activity we're doing. The book can be helpful to revisit where we've already been, but it's also the tool for looking ahead, what our new material is, getting to know it by both hearing an explanation about it and being able to see it with their eyes. If you can see what you're learning about while it's being explained to you, I think the odds are greater that you learn it better because you have two sources, both visual and auditory, trying to help you learn. So that is essential too. And then Chromebooks. I like to give most of the assignments through Chromebook because they're a little bit easier for the kids to manipulate. Um, excuse me. They can. There's usually it's a form of an activity called quizzes where they're taking practice quizzes as homework assignments and hopefully doing well on them. Every quizzes has a certain percentage they must achieve before they can say they fully have finished the assignment. So, for example, on a 20 question quizzes, they have to get 80%. They must get 16 or more correct before they can say it's 100% done. I also try to give time in class, so it's very, very possible to get that done in class and really take the home out of the homework. So, but what if I set aside the last 15 minutes, they try this quizzes, they didn't get the 16 out of 20, they got 13. Well, let's say they got done in only 8 minutes, so there's still 7 minutes left in class. They tried again, and they have seen the correct answers when they did it the first time, and maybe then they get the 16. But let's say they don't. They only get a 15. Oh, I haven't made it yet. Now, if they never do it again, I'll probably give them 70% of a completed assignment. I'll say you did about two-thirds of it. But if they try it again later, get 16 or more right, maybe even they get 100%, now they get the full value of the assignment. So after we leave class, there are still approximately 23 hours to complete whatever assignment they have. And again, most of these assignments really are only 10 or 15-minute things. So there really isn't a reason why you shouldn't be able to finish it outside of class, barring a total internet breakdown of some sort. But usually it's more they forget them, is it the reason that they never finish them to the percentage. So hopefully that's what they can do. Finish all assignments on their Chromebooks within the time allotted, which is usually 23 hours for a 15-minute assignment. Um, all right, when we're in class, if they are focused on what we're doing, then life gets easier. If we're working on vocabulary, they're focused on vocabulary. If we're practicing in groups or pairs or wherever it is, excuse me, yeah, something that they can do and hopefully manage to do that. Practicing with a partner is a great way to hear the language and have them say the words and maybe get some feedback. You're doing this correct or you're not. Finally, if any student to do well on a on an assessment, whether it be a test or a quiz, you have to maybe do some of your own preparation. Whether it's you're reviewing the vocab, you're maybe made your own little set of flashcards, but you're doing something so that you don't show up on the day of the test or the quiz and you realize, oh my gosh, well, yeah, I forgot it, we have it, or whatever. You're not ready for that assessment. So preparation beforehand goes a long way. Those are the keys to success: good attendance, bring your materials, be on task, um, and preparation before tests and quizzes goes a long way to making you successful in my class. If you need to contact me, my email, which is the way most parents do it these days, is gbordy at Florida Joint Union High School District, which is the initials FJHUSD, excuse me, FJUHSD .org is our thing, gbordy at FJUHSD.org. Or phone calls after 1:30. Please call me after 1:30. I'm done teaching at that point and I'm available from lunch on to maybe take a call. That number will be 714-626-4383. So thank you for taking time to look at this. I wish your children success this year at our school. Goodbye.